up, my Purple Banditos? Welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Live Platinum. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time, we took on the Groment City Museum as well as the Groment City Mines. In today's episode, we're going to continue our adventure by going into the gym. At long last, we have finally made it to here. So let's go ahead and enter Groment City's Pokemon Gym, take on its leader, Atlas, and he's a ground-type trainer. Let's make our way inside of this gym then and see what awaits us. Welcome to the Groman City Gym. The leader, Atlas, uses ground Pokemon. Hit, use water or grass Pokemon. That is honestly one of the best hints I've ever heard. This guy is an absolute genius. I mean, apart from his bowl cut, he looks like quite the man himself. Let's go ahead and make our way inside then, guys. And what the fudge? I fell down? Okay, so apparently there are going to be different little holes that you can fall down this area. And I guess there are going to be trainers waiting for you at the bottom of these holes. Okay, so that's definitely a little bit different than anything else we've encountered. I expected this gym to be a little bit too easy, but I guess they're going to throw in some little tricks like that to make it more difficult. Maybe we have to run through those holes. I don't know. Maybe we just have to run through this whole place. I'm going to try that out next time. It looks like there are also some normal types, though. I don't know why there's a Taurus in here. But, I mean, I guess I'll take the experience for it. Let's see what other Pokemon these trainers are going to be using. In prison, you know what? I don't think I'm going to learn in prison, though. I think our moves are okay for now. Let's see what else is coming up. A Cacturn. Okay, so that's kind of strange to see some of these Pokemon here. I guess it's more of a desert-type gym rather than just a complete ground type. If we're seeing a Cactus, you know, a Cacturn, which is pretty much a cactus, and a Taurus, which is like a, you know, bull or whatever, I guess there's just desert-looking Pokemon in this gym. I guess they're not sticking to it being completely ground type, which I'm okay with. That can be cool, and it makes it, you know, sort of surprising what the final gym Pokemon are going to be, which I'm kind of looking forward to. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. I wonder if we can actually fall through this floor too. Maybe there are multiple floors we can fall down through. All right, let me see. I can't even run through here anyways, so I think we just have to hurry up and be fast. That's what it must be. We just have to be fast in order not to fall down the holes. So I'm just going to try to make it through without stopping in these little areas. And I think that'll make it so we're not falling everywhere. Also, once again, thank you guys very much for all your tips and suggestions. I am pretty much coming down on what I think we're going to do for our team. I'll probably be, you know, adding on to our team next time and moving around some Pokemon, because I think I finally have a good bearing of what Pokemon I want to leave on our team and what Pokemon I want to take off and, you know, that sort of thing. As I mentioned to you guys way earlier in the adventure, you know, we're still probably going for a 10 Pokemon team. So it doesn't mean that whatever Pokemon we end up training will be the ones that we keep throughout the game. I know that this is a very long game. I've heard, you know, some of the things you guys have told me. So it definitely can go on much longer. And you know what? If the adventure is going to be really long, I definitely want to add on more Pokemon and keep growing our team. But with that, we went ahead and defeated this trainer. That was actually very, very easy. Let's keep on going, though. I'm going to try my best to just not fall down these holes, because it looked to me like there were like 4 more trainers down there, which could turn it into an insane huge gym. If we end up having to take on 8 Pokemon trainers instead of the usual 3 or 4 going into the gym leader, that definitely makes this gym a lot harder than usual. So I just want to make sure that, you know, we're doing okay. I definitely do like this gym, though. A lot of you guys, you know, noticed this. It actually is kind of like a throwback to some of the gyms in other regions. They've had a gym that was very similar to this. I believe it was in Platinum. So it's kind of like a throwback that they brought something on like this, which is really, really nice to see once in a while. I'm going to go ahead and switch out to Shocky. I don't even know why. I'm just going to try to mix it up. Gastrodon is always a difficult Pokemon to take out, so I'm hoping that maybe Shocky will be able to... Oh, what the fudge? Are you serious? What are the odds it paralyzes us right there? I know the odds can't be that good. I really don't like tanky Pokemon. I think they're some of the most annoying things in this game. I don't even know what type Gastrodon is. Water type moves don't work on this thing. I have no idea what this thing is. I'm going to go for the Spark, though. Is it like a ground water? I'm starting to think it's a ground water because, yeah, not a lot affects this thing. I have no idea what the heck this Pokemon is, and it's honestly frustrating. I don't know. I'm just going to go for a double kick. I think Shocky's going to go ahead and go down here anyways. That was a crit. Yeah, okay, that was awesome. That was fantastic. We're going to go down. So that went off pretty quickly. It must be groundwater. I'm guessing that's what it is. I have no idea what type that freaking Pokemon is. I could not guess it if you guys tried. I see this Pokemon here, and it's honestly one of the most annoying ones I've had to face. I'm going to go ahead and actually just use a Hydro Pump for it, just so we can knock it out. I don't really want to be going up against this Pokemon. Hopefully the Hydro Pump will do enough damage to take it out. good. Good to know that Hydro Pump at least does a good amount of damage on it. Let's see what's coming up next. All right, we're back to the ground types. You know what? I'm okay with that. Once we get back to the ground types, we can keep going. But as I mentioned yesterday, I never got to finish this off. We were talking about the little toys that were given to you in kids' meals. You know how strange that is to look back and that, like, you guys also had some of these toys? It's crazy to think about. I know it was a while ago. Probably people my age have more experience with gathering these little toys. I don't know what toys they give out these days, but I believe the toys back then used to be so cool. Like, all the little toys that they used to give you in, like, kids' meals or whatever, you know, whatever meals you got at different little, you know, food places for kids. Like, they would give you the most awesome toys. I remember one time they gave away these little, like, Pokeballs. I think it was during, like, the Pokemon movie, the Mewtwo Returns movie, and they gave you these little, like, Pokeballs, and they had, like, Pokemon inside of them. Or they didn't have Pokemon inside of them. He has, like, gold Pokemon tablets inside of them, and I think they had, like, Togepi, Charizard, Mewtwo, and I remember those very clearly because I actually had one of them, and one of them was a Togepi, and back then it was when, like, Togepi was a complete mystery to everybody, so you had no idea what the heck Togepi was. You know, back in those days, we didn't know that it would eventually evolve, and, you know, it would turn out to be this thing. I remember watching the show as a kid, and I would be like, what the heck is this Togepi thing? What is this mysterious power it has? You know, it kind of reminded me of, you know, if you've watched Dragon Ball Z, I don't know, I'm kind of like straying completely off topic, but this is what it reminded me of. Gohan always had like some hidden power inside, and then eventually the dude goes like Super Saiyan 2 and defeats Cell. Well, that's pretty much what I always thought Togepi was going to be. I thought Togepi was going to have like some massive, crazy, huge power and turn out to be like some awesome, strong, legendary Pokemon because like how he had like this psychic ability. Same thing with Psyduck. I always thought those two Pokemon were just going to be like these crazy, super strong Pokemon. Turns out they're just like normal Pokemon that, you know, had some psychic abilities. But back then, Psychic was pretty overpowered. But continuing on, so they give you these little toys in the Pokeballs, and I thought it was really, really cool. Another thing that they gave you back in the day, I don't know how long ago this was, but I was really into Rugrats, and they had these Rugrats watches that they gave you, and they were like really cool, like neon watches. They were like orange, and they like really thick and big, and I remember seeing those, and I was like, man, those are really freaking cool. So back then, they used to really give you some awesome stuff in your kids' meals. And you know what? It was kind of cool to think about that. You know, maybe they're still doing that. I don't know what they give away now. But sometimes the toys were kind of crappy. I think like once in a while, just be like a little Hot Wheels car. And you're just like, man, they really, you know, went back on this one. But then other times you'd have something like completely awesome and fantastic that you were like, ah, this is neat. This is actually cool. I remember sometimes they'd give you like little handhelds that weren't like, you know, insanely great. But they were, you know, they were definitely something that was kind of cool. I'm actually going to go ahead and keep the moves I have now. I kind of like the moves I have now, so I don't think there's a point in learning Attract. All right, let's keep on going, though. Let's see what's coming out. A Sand Slash? All right, that's not too bad. We're actually doing really great in this gym. Hopefully, we won't have too much trouble getting to the gym leader. I'm hoping we'll be okay in this gym. It would be nice if we could get a clean sweep on a gym for once. I'd actually be pretty content with that. Let's go ahead and go for the Water Pulse then. But as I was saying, yeah, you know, it's pretty cool to see some of those toys again. I still think I actually have some of those. I think I might have some of those, like, hidden away somewhere or in some old boxes in like a storage. I don't really know. I'd have to go looking for them. You guys ever go back and like look at old boxes you have or find some old toys that you didn't remember and you're like, man, these were actually really, really cool back in the day, and you like see them and you're like, man, that's actually really awesome. I feel like sometimes the toys that were made in the past are a little bit cooler than the ones they make nowadays. I don't know why. I remember when I was a kid, I had this one toy. I guess you consider it a toy. It was this Pokemon watch. I don't know, maybe you guys had it too. It was this Pokemon watch, and it was like a series. So they had like a Squirtle one, they had a Bulbasaur one, they had a Charmander one, and they had a Pikachu one. And it was these watches that were kind of like Tamagotchi toys. Like, you know, they were handheld watches, but you could take care of your Pokemon. And I thought it was like the coolest thing. Like, you could like feed it and like play games with it, and it was all in your watch. I wish I still had that watch. If I could find it, that would be one of the coolest things. I think I do have it hidden somewhere, but the battery might have died on it. I feel like it would be really cool if I could find it, put a new battery in it, and see how it goes, because those were some of the coolest freaking watches ever. I remember always having that watch, and like they were different colored, by the way. So the Pikachu would be like yellow, and then, you know, obviously like the Charmander would be red, and the Bulbasaur would be green, and the Squirtle one was actually like blue and yellow. I don't know, something to make it look like its tail. And I always thought they were the coolest things because how they looked. And they had like different little designs on there to make them look like the Pokemon. And they each had like the Pokemon built in. So it was like, the different Pokemon in each one of them. And I thought it was one of the coolest things as a kid. I wonder if I could find that. I feel like that'd be something really cool to show off. All right, so we have made it finally to where we need to be. I'm actually going to go ahead and check how our team's doing, though. Burst is definitely going to be the ace here, so I got to make sure, it's ready to go. All right, so we have one Hydro Pump left, but you know what? I have confidence in our team. I'm going to go ahead and just heal up right here, and we should be able to go. Let me see if I don't think I have one Super Potion left, so that's pretty good. And I don't know. I don't think Shocky will be needed too much in this gym. So let's go ahead and take on Groman City's Pokemon Gym. Its leader, Atlas. He is the Ground-type trainer. Are you guys ready? I'm feeling pretty good, so let's go ahead and talk to him.
Welcome to the Groment City Gym. They call me the Prince of Sand, the trainer who uses ground Pokemon in the most powerful physical attacks in battle. But enough talk. Let's fight!
All right, guys, so here we go. Rodri versus Groment City's gym leader, the ground-type trainer, Atlas. He's going to send out a camera up in front. I'm going to go ahead and actually save this Hydro Pump I have for, whichever one of his Pokemon are going to be super strong. So, probably his third Pokemon. I'm guessing that's going to be the super OP one. That's when they usually send him out. But that was actually very easy. Took down the camera up. That wasn't too hard at all. Let's see, an Excadrill. I am going to switch out Pokemon, though. I'm going to go ahead and bring out Roku for the Excadrill. I'm thinking that's probably a good call on my part. Roku should be pretty much able to melt this guy down. So let me see. I'm going to go ahead and roll through with the the Lava Surf. I keep saying Flamethrower because I'm so used to it, but I completely forgot. We had to freaking learn Strength here. So let's go ahead and go for the Lava Surf then, and let's knock this guy out. Let's knock this guy out. All right, come on. We got this. That should take this guy down. We did a ton of damage there. Excadrill is down. That was pretty easy. Not going to lie there. That was pretty simple. All right, next up is a Clay Doll. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and keep out Roku. Maybe the Clay Doll pulls something out. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe Roku will clutch this gym out and we'll just start, knocking these things out. That would be really nice. You know what else would be nice? If we could find a couple more leftovers. I feel like they're so freaking good. All right, that's probably going to take us down. That is probably Rock, so it's going to go ahead. Oh, it didn't knock us down. That's actually surprising. I thought it was really going to take us down there for a second, but that's okay. I'll take that. If we're not going down, I will take that any day. I'm going to go for another Lava Surf, though. That should take it down. Clay Doll is down. Very awesome, guys. We're doing really, really good. Let's see who's going to come out next. It looks like a Rampardos. I am going to switch out, though. It's time to bring out Verse, and let's see if we can take this thing down. Okay, so a Rampardos. That is definitely a throwback to Pokemon Platinum. So, they do have some connections here. This goes back to a little town in Platinum. So, I guess this game is giving it like a little, little knock to it. Like, hey, a little nudge. Like, hey, remember this? Remember the Rampardos? Remember this part of that game? And I really do. It's kind of cool to see that again. It's kind of a little nostalgic to see some of these Pokemon being used here in this gym. All right, let's go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump, though. Oh, yes, Verse landed it. Very nice, very nice. Didn't know if we were going to land that, but that is awesome. Rampardos went down. I'm going to go ahead and guess that is probably the strongest of this guy's Pokemon. So we grew a couple levels. Loki's pretty strong now. Last but not least is going to be a Crocodile. Another little throwback for you guys. And we are going to go ahead and take this Crocodile down. So we got this, guys. No worries. I'm feeling pretty good. You guys feeling pretty good? So let's go ahead and go for our last move. You know what? It would be nice if we could finish this guy off right here. But we have, like, everything going on. The Sandstorm, the leftovers. All right, last but not least, let's go for the Mud Slap. No, that's not me going for that. That is not me at all. Come on, we got this. Let's land the Water Pulse. I knew we were going to miss it. I knew it. As soon as that freaking Mud Slap hit. All right, hopefully we'll land this next one. Oh, man, I really don't want this gym to get more difficult than it has to be. Hopefully we can take it down without completely panicking here. Let's go for the Water Pulse. Mother fudger, are you kidding me? Okay, so this is going to be a very frustrating guy to knock out, especially with the Sandstorm raging. I think that's some of the most annoying things when they have the whole Sandstorm going on. It's buffeting you. You have all these items. You have an effect going on. Can we just land this, please? We were so close. This guy has probably took longer than like 2 of the other people we have took on. All right, there we have it. Hopefully that'll take down the Crocodile. I'm pretty sure it will. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me right now? All right, watch him go for another dig, and then we're going to be stuck here in a whole nother cycle trying to take this thing out. Oh, come on. Tell me we're faster in this thing. Please tell me we're faster in this thing. All right, One more time. Let's go ahead and go for the water pulse. It went for a mud slap. We're going to miss it. It's going to go for the dig. We're going to come back later. And then with that, guys, we finally ended our water pulse. Thank goodness. Crocodile is going to go down. And you know what? Honestly, that was a pretty easy gym considering we were all about the same level as this guy's Pokemon. All right, with that, we defeated leader Atlas.
Your fighting style is impressive. You have a strong team of Pokemon.
We got 1,800 for winning. And with that, we have done it.
Congratulations on your victory. As a reward, you've earned the 5th badge of the Ziri League, the Earth Badge.
With that, guys, we have to earn the Earth Badge. That is the 5th out of 8 badges here in the Ziri region. 3 more to go.
With the Earth Badge, you can use HMO3 Surf outside of battle. Being able to travel the oceans and seas will be very useful on your journey. In addition, I'll give you a special TM.
All right, with that, you know, if it was Earthquake, I would take that really nicely. Oh, it is! Mother Fudger, okay.
TM contains Earthquake, without a doubt the best ground attack in existence. Use it wisely. You have a brilliant future ahead of you. When you battled with me, I saw how amazing your scrolls were, but you still have 3 gyms to go before you beat the Ziri League.
Alright, so very cool. With that, the Rampardos is just going to give us its own little tips, and we have done it. So that was actually very, very simple. I'm glad we were able to knock out that gym today because I know we have a really tough route coming up, and I know, you know, we're definitely going to have... Mother Fudger, I actually fell down this hole one last time. At least we can't battle these trainers anymore. I already defeated the gym. Sorry, you can't challenge me when we took down the gym leader. Let's go ahead and get out of here then, guys. Next time, we will continue from here and make our way to the next route. So the next route is going to be a very long one, and you guys have told me that it's going to be a very tough one. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you guys give me some tips on what's coming up. I'm probably going to be rearranging the team a little bit, training up some Pokemon, so I'll see if I go ahead and take care of that off screen. Make sure you guys give this video a like. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.